Welcome to this Community One Stop for Growth webinar with a specific emphasis on the TDI Equity Investment Program. My name is Richard Griffin Jr., and I serve as the Vice President of Community Investment at Mass Development. I am based in our Springfield office, but I also serve as the statewide program manager for the TDI Equity Investment Program. The purpose of this presentation is to provide you with important information about program eligibility and funding opportunities as we prepare for the fiscal year 26 round of the TDI Equity Program and other programs available through the Community One Stop for Growth. The first few slides provide an overview of the One Stop for Growth initiative, its goals and funding mechanisms, and the programs that support economic development across Massachusetts. This is a collaborative effort between the Executive Office of Economic Development, Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities, and Mass Development. The goal is to create a coordinated approach to reviewing and funding projects that impact communities across the Commonwealth. One of the programs available through the One Stop is the TDI Equity Investment Program, playing a key role in revitalizing underutilized properties in TDI districts. The One Stop for Growth application process is an important opportunity for municipalities, nonprofits, and for-profit entities to apply for funding that drives economic development across the Commonwealth. The process is overseen by the Executive Office of Economic Development and its partner agencies, including Mass Development. At Mass Development, we serve as the state's finance agency and land bank, offering a variety of financing programs to support economic growth. One of these programs included in this year's One Stop process is the TDI Equity Investment Program. The TDI Equity Investment Program provides capital improvement grants of up to $250,000 for real estate projects that activate and improve commercial spaces within eligible TDI districts, promote new commercial activity and build community wealth, support entrepreneurs, community leaders, artists, and small business owners, revitalize vacant storefronts and commercial spaces to create vibrant economic corridors. To ensure project eligibility, we strongly recommend that the applicant submit an expression of interest. Additionally, applicants should contact the program manager before submitting a full application to ensure alignment with program goals. This program is designed for municipalities, special authorities, and community development corporations, community action agencies, and nonprofit support organizations, private property owners, for-profit entities, commercial tenants, and small business owners. Applying through the Community One Stop application portal, the TDI Equity Program can be found under the Building and Infrastructure category. This classification helps streamline applications and ensure alignment with One Stop funding priorities. Grants are up to $250,000 with a suggested minimum project size of $25,000. While low awards have been made, projects should demonstrate a substantial impact on revitalizing commercial spaces. The TDI Equity Program supports real estate capital investments that revitalize storefront and public-facing commercial spaces. Projects should improve both the property and its users while addressing chronic vacancy and blight. Align with TDI partnership priorities. Most TDI work plan emphasize activating vacant commercial spaces. Eligible projects may include childcare facilities, markets, grocery stores, and third places that serve as social hubs. Creative and cultural uses are highly encouraged, such as art and design centers, studios, galleries, and performance spaces, co-working spaces, maker spaces, and shared commercial kitchens, multi-tenant markets, and retail incubators, culturally relevant food and beverage businesses. They should also support near-term activation of commercial spaces. Projects must result in new tenant or use a commercial makeover or a temporary activation within 1 year of funding. The program may be combined with other sources, including TDI local and technical assistance programs, other Mass Development and state grant programs, private debt and equity financing. While the TDI program is not intended to simply fill funding gaps in larger mixed-use projects, it can support commercial activations within larger developments. For projects with longer development timelines, applicants must incorporate short-term activations or placemaking strategies to remain competitive. How to be competitive? What is key information that program reviewers take into consideration? Projects that prioritize and accelerate the use of ground floor commercial spaces in meaningful ways, align with TDI partnership's vision for the district and relate to the goals articulated in the TDI work plan, promote equitable economic development, deploy resources quickly to create a visible change on the ground. What important questions should you be asking yourself? Does the project confer benefits to both the property and the occupants, users of the space, and help to reposition the underperforming real estate by addressing chronic vacancy or blight? The activation of vacant commercial space is a core component of most TDI work plans. Does the project jumpstart new enterprises that directly serve the immediate needs of a neighborhood, such as childcare facilities, unique markets, grocery stores, and third places where people can socialize between home and work? Innovative uses of commercial space with strong community partners, especially those that add the creative and cultural assets of the neighborhood, are encouraged. What attachments should the applicants be prepared to include in their applications? Executed lease or proof of ownership for the project location. All applicants must submit at least 2 letters of support from members of the local community, including at least 1 letter of support from a member of the TDI partnership. For a list of memberships, please contact the program manager. Scopes of work and consultant contractor quotes are also required. These next 3 slides showcase examples of previously funded projects highlighting diverse project sizes and locations. Rather than discussing each project in detail, I will provide an overview of how different types of communities have successfully leveraged TDI equity funding. Paper City Fabrics, which is located in Holyoke, Massachusetts, is an online retailer specializing in upcycled fabrics and sewing supplies, offering affordable materials for crafters and designers. To expand their impact, they secured a vacant storefront in Holyoke's High Street district to introduce sewing and fabrication classes. With support from TDI Equity, they built out a sewing school to complement their retail operations, fostering a diverse and intergenerational community of makers. Applications tied in the community aspect of their project demonstrated a need for the space and delivered a clear business plan. What made this project successful is that the project succeeded by effectively integrating a strong community focus, clearly demonstrating the need for the space and presenting a well-defined business plan. Successful application example number 2, TNT Nails. TNT Nails opened its doors in 2004, building a loyal customer base in downtown Attleboro. However, their business is showing its age. And as the downtown demographic continues to get younger, the owners are looking to modernize their interior to make the space more attractive to a younger clientele and more efficient, creating additional stations for new employees. This application was successful because of the owner's connection to the downtown businesses environment and their effort to keep up with the district's revitalization. Successful application example number 3, F&J Juice Bar. F&J Juice Bar Cafe owners sought to acquire the property they had leased for over a decade. TDI equity funds were utilized for property acquisition and renovation, leading to them expanding their catering services, extending cafe hours, and building equity locally at a time when real estate prices are trending upward. This application was successful because it directly supports the TDI program goal of enhancing commercial ownership and stability for small businesses and leveraged additional private investment. We are currently in the expression of interest, also known as the EOI phase. All potential applicants are encouraged to submit an EOI to determine whether their proposed project aligns with the TDI equity program criteria. Important reminders: the TDI equity program is highly competitive. Strong applications include clear project scope and site control documentation, detailed budgets and proof of available working capital, consultant and contractor quotes, a well-defined proposed use or tenant strategy, at least 2 letters of support from local community members with a TDI partnership member. For a list of TDI partner members, please contact me. While a strong application does not guarantee funding, providing comprehensive documentation will improve your chances of success. I hope you found this webinar helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or refer to the Massachusetts One Stop for Growth website for additional guidance. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to reviewing your applications.